Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight to enjoy another Friday night football game against the Palestine Wildcats. Before the game gets started, we would like to begin by having a small recognition to our friends and family who have overcome so much in their lives. Tonight is our annual Pink Out game, where we honor those who have fought the fight and won, those who are currently fighting, and those we have lost to this battle. And now are a few names of our friends, family, and community members who have suffered from not only breast cancer, but many other forms of cancer. Cheryl Henderson, Natalie Brooks, Sonia McGee, Esther Alds, Carlos Carey, Macy Bone, Barbara Miles, Blake Bone, Sylvia Sharon, J.C. Park, Elena McMullen, Matthew Rodriguez, Paulette Mann, Lottie Summers, Chloe Cox, Walter Jeffers, Elwood Benning, Margaret Tackett, Dorothy Stopolowski, James Stark, Sherry Strickland, and Rakila Miller. A small poem will now be read, and then a balloon release will be made in honor of overcoming all of the obstacles that many have encountered. It's me again, only better. I fought the battle and won. Now I'm back and better than ever. For cancer has been a mirror held up in front of me. It forced me to take a good look at myself and bluntly asked, "Where are you going?" It made me redefine my priorities, teaching me that it really is the little things that make life sweet. It gave me the vision to see angels walking among us, calling themselves friends and family, touching my life deeper than I ever dreamed possible. Cancer asked me to embrace the change in myself, the change that forced me to grow and become the person I always wanted to be, but never seemed to have the time to achieve. And change always involves risk. Stepping from the known into the unknown, I had to embrace uncertainty and accept that I was not in control. It's been the ultimate test of my character, forcing me to trust my heart and reach deep inside for strength and power I never knew I had. I came to realize that even though I had cancer, I was never a victim. I am a survivor in heart and spirit and always will be, even if that test takes me to my last breath. Cancer truly is a defining moment, a moment that made me redefine the impossible, and since I did, nothing will ever be the same again. It will be better. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to this football game between the Palestine Wildcats and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and their school. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game. The cheerleaders, the bands, the pep squad, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. These young people play an integral part in their team's success. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you as students, parents, and citizens to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you as a fan should not criticize the players on either team, should not boo the officials, should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law, should be courteous to the visiting fans, should cheer for your team, and should show respect for injured players on both teams. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here to show support for your team in tonight's game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the Highlighter Mini Clinic Girls. The Mini Clinic dancers are a group of young ladies in grades pre-K through 5th grade. They came and spent an afternoon with the Highlighters and learned a palm routine that they are about to perform for you now. Let's give a big hand to the Mini Clinic Girls.
All right, Diana!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the school songs. First up, the Palestine School Song. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Chapel Hill School Song. our student-led prayer. And tonight, Keisha Knight will lead us in prayer.
Would you please bow your heads? God, thank you for this day that you have given us to come together in good sportsmanship and in fair competition. Lord, help us stay safe, play safe, and perform well. Bless our attitudes and use our talents for your honor and glory. In Jesus' holy and precious name that I pray. Amen.
And now, please remain standing as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Christian Harris.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As the captains come to the field, the captains for the Palestine Wildcats are
Welcome to Bulldog Stadium here in Tyler, Texas, as we get ready for this District 9 4A Division I matchup between the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and the Palestine Wildcats. Hello, everybody. I'm Logan Ward. Alongside me is Brett Sweeney, and we have a big game here tonight. These Chapel Hill falling for the first time last week to Lindale, so now 1-1 in district play. Palestine 0-2 in district play, trying to find that first win in the district. And this one, it's a big game early in district play.
Yeah, it's definitely a big game for both teams. If you're Palestine right now, you've got to be thinking we've got to start picking up some wins because you don't want to get too far down from that fourth place spot. And if you're Chapel Hill right now, you want to take that last week's loss and shake that off and move on because there's a lot of tough teams in this district. As we've talked about, the District of Doom is tough week in and week out. Every game is going to be a tough one, and you just never know what's going to happen. So you don't want to lose a game early and then end up in a tiebreaker situation coming down the stretch that we've had happen in years past. So it's a very big game for both teams. It's going to be a contrasting styles, as we'll talk about. You go with Palestine with the heavy run, Chapel Hill kind of an aired-out attack, can run the ball, but they like to speed the game up. So it's going to be interesting to see which style takes over the play at the very beginning and see if they can continue to hold that.
So Chapel Hill will kick off to start this game. Adolfo Tamayo, the big leg, will come out and kick off for Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill in their yellow helmets, blue tops, and yellow pants. And little LSU.
Little pink out night tonight.
Pink out night.
Yeah, so got a lot of pink in the crowd.
So we'll get started here in Chapel Hill in this big matchup in 9-4A Division I. And this is a booming kick into the end zone. No one's going to touch it, and it's going to be a touchback to start the game.
Yeah, Tamayo's got a huge leg. We've seen him kick the 51-yard field goal this year. Kick 60-yard ones online. So we know he can do that every time if necessary. So It's a great way to start. Keep Palestine from returning the ball.
Yeah, Tamayo's kicking 60-yarders in practice.
It's impressive. It's got to get some college looks.
And off on the far side. And maybe a gain of 1 there on the play from Deshaun Wilson. And he's going to be one of the key players for this Palestine team. Here's their go-to guy, and he's going to have to really play well tonight for the Palestine Wildcats, looking to get their first win in district play. Palestine hurry up to the line. Pitch out to Wilson on the far side. He's got a little bit of a crease and gains a nice pickup there on 2nd down.
Picks enough to make 3rd down manageable for Palestine. If you're Chapel Hill right now, you just want to keep the ball in front of you, try to slow down this Palestine attack. If you can get your offense going and force Palestine out of their game, I think that if you're Chapel Hill, that would be key. For Palestine, you want to just keep the drives moving, churn away the clock, and kind of slow the game down.
Quick handoff inside, little back to the outside, and he's got some room across the 45-40 into Bulldog territory.
Nice run by Dudley.
Cedric Dudley, the junior, there on the run, and a good 3rd down run gets him inside Bulldog territory on their first possession. You'll notice that this Palestine team, they got some big fellas up front. I mean, they got some big fellas up there to lead this rushing attack, and all 5 starting offensive linemen are seniors, so some experience on this offensive line for the Palestine Wildcats. Hand off to Dudley again. This time Brack Dyer there on the tackle, gain of maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, you
I'll
got
say
to
2.
And you got to think that if being all 5 of them are seniors, most likely they've been playing together for a long period of time. You know, if they've been in school together, so they've got a lot of good chemistry, know kind of what each other does and what they don't do well. So that makes for a good unit up front.
2nd and 8 with 10 minutes to go. Pitch outside to Wilson. He's going to lunge forward. Gain of a nice about 4 or 5 yards on the carry, and going to bring up 2nd and short.
So far, Palestine's kind of been able to do what they want. Just kind of chipping away yards here, yards there. The one big play by Dudley, but other than that, they've been kind of chipping away. We'll see what they do here.
Now, for Palestine with this run-first attack, you can dominate time of possession, limit the amount of offensive snaps Chapel Hill takes, which is going to be a big factor here tonight as Solomon McFoy comes in and makes the initial contact. Kevion Huddleston cleans it up, and Dudley loses about a yard on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th and 3 and kind of no man's land.
Yeah, Dudley got caught going sideways instead of running north and south there and didn't have any room. So it's an obvious 4th down play to go for it here for Palestine.
You don't see a lot of teams huddling up anymore. Wilson on the far side, and he's going to get the 1st down. They're going to mark him got about 2 yards past the 1st down marker. So they're going to be inside Chapel Hill 30 now.
Yeah, the huddle is definitely one you don't see a whole lot of, especially in the high school game.
I mean, the quarterback is walking all the way over to the coach and getting the play, coming back into the huddle. I mean, they are content and wasting some clock.
They're in no hurry at all.
This is something you see a lot in, like, the lower divisions, 2A, 1A type, 3A. You don't see it a ton in 4, 5, and 6A, as Wilson's trying to find some space and can't, and he might have lost a yard or 2 on the play.
I think they're going to back him up 1 yard. So good play there by Huddleston. So right here, it's a 2nd and long. So if you're Palestine, you want to try to get a manageable 3rd down. If you're Chapel Hill, you want to try to keep them in a 3rd and longer length play to try to force them out of their game plan.
And the reversed far side
Ooh, nice run there.
That's going to be Jeremy Walker who gets the first down on 2nd and long. And now they're in the red zone. Palestine knocking on the door on the first drive.
And they're mixing it up, too. Got lots of different guys coming in there, you know, contributing. That's Walker. You had Wilson earlier and also Dudley. So, you know, lots of guys contributing to this running attack for Palestine.
And it'll be interesting to see how this game goes on. Of the Chapel Hill defense, they have last week against Lindale were on the team or on the field a lot. And with this one, you know, it might be similar there as the 4th ball carrier, Ty Crawford there on the 4th ball carrier for the Wildcats. And he gets a gain of about 5 on the play. And the ball will be on the 10-yard line.
Well, and Chapel Hill's not known for long possessions, so you could have a defense that is out there. I agree, Logan. It could be one of those games where the defense is out there trying to just stop Palestine one time to get the edge.
Handoff. That one's read like a book by J.K. Davis. He gets it and lost right back to the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up 3rd and 10.
Nice play by Davis there. It's going to put Palestine 3rd and 10.
Jeremy Walker, the senior, tried to get it around the edge. Couldn't get past J.K. Davis. And now it's 3rd and 10. But we've seen them pop off big runs here. I don't think you're going to see anything tricky here. Just another run.
I was going to say, will we see a pass here? You got the receivers not even contributing to the huddle. That's Damazian Martin out there wide. He didn't even come into the huddle.
And there is the pass. Throwing it into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone and incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like the field goal unit's going to come out and try to make it 3-0.
Yeah, nice stand there for Chapel Hill. Bid did not break. They allowed them down the field, but once they got to the red zone here, tighten the defense up, and it's got to be if you're Coach Reardon and company, you've got to be pleased with only allowing the field goal attempt.
Luke James, the senior, on to kick. Try to give Palestine the early lead. And it is no good.
Wow.
I mean, from my vantage point, I couldn't tell if it was left or right. I might have maybe went wide left.
I couldn't tell either.
Wide right. Angle. I can't really tell here in this angle, but man, that's Chapel Hill defense holds, and look, they took off 6 minutes off the clock. We're now at 6 minutes even on that first possession just for Palestine. 6 minutes off the clock, no points, and the Chapel Hill offense is going to take over
at the 20, just like they kicked off to them when we started the game right here with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. So if you're Chapel Hill, you've got to look to take advantage of the defensive getting the stop and see if you can get on the board first.
Tyler Jones receives the snap, rolls out, trying to find some room versus field, throws it, tries to throw it, and he is taken down, a loss of about 6 or 7 on the play.
He was mopped up there. Like 3, he just spun right into 3 Palestine defenders there. And as we talked about last week, Lindale did that to him last week. They kind of swarmed him and was able to contain him. He got away for a second, but then Palestine was able to swarm him again.
So that's a huge loss on first down. They're going to hand it off to Ricky Stewart, and this Palestine defense is swarming right now. Great play there made. Jalen Pryor, the senior, there on the tackle for the Wildcats, and move them, Chapel Hill, back even more.
Wow. 2 plays, and they've gone negative 10 yards, so not the start Chapel Hill was looking for here.
3rd and 20. Their backs at their own end zone.
You don't want to put your defense right back on the field after they sustain that last drive. You want to at least give them a break here, so Chapel Hill needs to pick up something here.
Jones back to pass, steps up, throws it deep to Deuce McGregor.
They're going to say that was not catchable.
No penalty. He kind of got knocked down at the 50-yard line. He was looking for a penalty there, but
I think if it would have been closer to McGregor, then he probably could have gotten the call, but since it was like 10 or 15 yards over his head there, they're not going to give that to him.
So the punt team's going to jog out on the field. Tyler Jones will do the punting duties. Benjamin Clerkley is going to receive for Palestine, and his feet are on the Chapel Hill 45-yard line.
Well,
So
now
great field position.
yeah, we got 4:47, so basically a minute and 13 seconds of rest game clock for the defense of Chapel Hill.
Palestine sending everybody. This punt is going to hit out of bounds. We'll see where the referee marks it. It's going to be at the 39.
Yep. So basically Palestine just moved back 19 yards and gets the ball right back in Chapel Hill's into the field here.
So, I mean, it has been all Palestine in time of possession so far in this one.
Yeah,
They get the ball with 4:40, and who knows, this might be the
I
last
think
drive of
this-
the
I was going to
first
say
quarter.
this is probably the end of the first quarter if they're able to move it, because we know they don't get in a hurry to move the ball.
Toss. It's going to go far side. That's Wilson, and he gains a couple.
Wilson was run out of bounds by McFoy for the Bulldogs.
Wilson came into this game averaging 7.2 yards per carry. Only has 2 touchdowns on the year, but he is definitely
Gain of 3. Second down and 7.
So it's 2nd and 7 now for the Wildcats as they are trying to run some clock and goes backwards. Demetrius Bripson there in on the tackle. Elijah Walker, another ball carrier for the Palestine Wildcats, but Bripson comes in and makes the tackle. So one thing for this Chapel Hill defense, they are without 2 starters tonight. Isaiah Brooks, he's dressed, but he will not play with the high ankle sprain. And Daniel Waddington, he got hurt last week against Lindale, and he is on the sideline with a brace over his knee. Isaiah Brooks got hurt actually in practice this week with that high ankle sprain. As they look to pass, and he's going down.
That's a big play right there. Oh, they stripped up. They're going to mark him down.
They're going to mark him down. But a big play there defensively. Nathan Wells came in and got the sack. Wells coming in for the injured Daniel Waddington. Makes the tackle, and the punt unit's going to come on. So a good defensive stand for Chapel Hill. And now, unusually, the Palestine only took off about a minute and 25, 30 seconds on that. Clock's rolling now. 2 back to receive for the Bulldogs. Solomon McFoy, Demetrius Bripson. This one's going to bounce and go straight out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll probably mark it around the 13, and they do. That's where Chapel Hill will take over possession.
Well, it was out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
So back comes the Chapel Hill offense, who struggled last week against Lindale. They are averaging 42 points per game, 44 points coming into this one, but only scored 14 last week against Lindale.
Yeah, Lindale, we talked about on the air, kind of has Chapel Hill's number there, so we'll see if they can get the average back going this week.
Little toss to Tyson Berry. He's got some space, cuts back, nice shifty move by the junior, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
First positive play Chapel Hill's had on offense there. Nice play by Berry. It's great in open field.
Berry's been utilized more in the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's been the leading receiver the last 2 weeks. This is the freshman Ricky Stewart who just steamrolls his way to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they've been putting Berry in good places. They've given him a couple, getting him involved in the run game on some end arounds and also in the passing game. So
Fake handoff. This one is just sailed a little bit over Deuce McGregor.
yeah, Deuce was there. Jones just couldn't find him.
2:35 there on the clock. Get this right. 2:35 remaining in this first quarter. Second and about 3 or 4.
With everything
about 3, and
with everything
there's a
that's-
penalty.
I didn't see that one.
I I didn't see it.
Substitution.
Oh, legal substitution.
Okay. Yeah, with everything that's happened,
Going to give him a first down.
it's 0-0. It's a lot of action for that low of a score here.
The 5-yard penalty gives it to the 40. Ricky Stewart.
Woo, man.
That was a good tackle there by John Deanman. I mean, just takes the hit, brings him down. I
He
mean,
earned it.
It doesn't gain a couple yards, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Good open field tackle there.
I like the way that Stewart runs as a freshman.
Deanman, a freshman as well. There, freshman on freshman. It's kind of crazy. They probably playing against each other last year in 8th grade football, and here they are on varsity. Deuce McGregor can't catch that one. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he and Jones aren't finding the same page tonight. They've did 2 plays in a row there where they hadn't been able to connect up.
Now McGregor is just going to get a little shovel pass.
But if we can't
has a
find,
little bit of room. McGregor to the 30-yard line.
well, if they can't get connected on a pass, maybe a little shovel pass in front.
John Denman on the tackle.
You know, last week Tyler Jones only completed 7 passes, and I think probably about 4 of them were just like that, little
It didn't
shovel
feel
passes.
like 7 passes at all.
Flag. This should be a free play. Sails
Oh.
Deuce McGregor one more time, and I think it's going to be offsides on Palestine. So it was a free play. Usually, if it's false start, they'll blow that dead if it's a false start.
Yeah, Jones just doesn't appear to be on tonight. We've talked about how good of a percentage passer he's been through the first few games. Now, last week he did struggle. Lindale was all over him. But he's had some issues with the ball sailing tonight here.
Even with the Lindale struggles last week, I mean, he's still completing 73% of his passes.
I know. He's been several weeks where he was almost perfect.
He's going to keep it this time, and there's some Palestine Wildcats all over him there. Quantre Gage there on the tackle. And Tyler Jones a little slow to get up. And
Kinda
Demetrius Bripson going to come in.
Kind of got a little
Timeout on the field.
slung down a little awkwardly. Couldn't tell exactly what.
There's an injury timeout. Couldn't really tell what was going on. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Texas High School football on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Has a little bit of a hole. Bripson inside the red zone for Chapel Hill. And that's the difference between Bripson and Tyler Jones. Bripson more of the running quarterback. He hasn't been asked to throw a lot this year.
Yeah, we're not real sure his passing ability because he just hasn't done a whole lot of it. When he's come in the game, the game's been mostly in hand, and so he's done a lot of running. So it'll be interesting to see when he throws how that works.
Serving the needs of the people.
This is the first
We're here to help
handoff of the game.
All your real estate needs. Whether that be
There goes
buying,
Kevin
selling,
Brooks.
foreclosures.
And I've been
tax
coming to a lot of games
probate,
over the years,
short
and it's
sale,
hard to
or
remember
maybe
a
landlord that
freshman
doesn't know what to do with.
quarterback running back duo
If
at
you
this
need
level.
this help,
Maybe
call
see
us
it in the lower
today
levels
at 903
with less kids, but
472
it's an impressive
0220
combination.
or
You have
visit our
Bripson and Stewart
website
at the game
at
at the same time.
www.bigtexhome.com.
Little end around to
Ooh,
Deuce
nice
McGregor.
block.
Nice block there by Tyson Berry. He's going to try to find a little bit of a seam. Can't get into the end zone. He's marked down at the 2-yard line.
Nice block there by Barry, giving his body up for his teammate.
Give Hector a call, 903-714.
This is probably where this read option comes in for the quarterback Ripson, like we said, he can run.
Locally owned drive-through
He has
coffee
some good
shop.
feet, so we'll
It's
see what they
centrally
decide to
located
do
in Chapel
here.
Hill,
I expect him to
diagonally
keep the
across
ball.
from the high school.
High snap.
Pride themselves
And
in
he
providing
lost it.
exceptional service and amazing drinks.
That's a turnover, and
From
that's
their
going to be
standard
Palestine's
coffee
ball.
to lattes,
You know, I
signature
thought
cold
it. I
brews.
didn't say it,
They
but
have
I thought
something
it.
for
You needed to
everyone.
be careful with the
Teas,
ball in this
light beer
situation, and there it was.
and a Red Bull fizz
Well, and
that would kickstart any
you
morning.
mentioned these are freshmen.
If you haven't been out to
Those
see
little
them,
high
today's the
snap.
day. Can't miss
Kinda
them
mess with
during
the
the
timing
blue
a little
shipping
bit off the
container,
handoff.
and their
Yeah.
baristas are looking
One
forward
of those
to
where you
fixing
probably
up
just go down
something
and
just for you.
try to
Come on in and drive through.
pounce on it, try to keep the ball.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team
25
assisting
seconds.
with buying or selling a home.
So this might be the
you can count on this
final
math teacher
play.
to find the
How many
best
yards do
deal
you
and
think
get
you
the
have
win. Call her for your real estate
We
needs.
got Palestine drove
903
the whole field down here.
571
And
5882.
Chapel Hill almost drove the
Don't wait
entire
on the
field there.
sidelines
5
watching
yards.
other
This one up the
homeowners.
middle.
Get in the game. Whether you're
anybody
dreaming of
catch
buying
him?
a home or wanting to sell the one
Drew
you
Harmon
own,
trying to bring him
Great
down. He
coach
stays
will
on his
help
feet.
you
What an
build.
effort.
Start by giving your
Touchdown,
friendly and
Palestine.
experienced
No
East Texas
flags.
Realtor a call today.
95
And Brady
yards.
Messenbring with the Property Shop
Elijah
Group,
Walker,
EXP
the
Realty.
sophomore.
214
Up the middle.
394-9180.
So, did I just say no points?
That is a 14-second drive.
Wow.
Elijah Walker,
Proud sponsor,
95
Chapel
yards
Hill
to the
basketball.
house.
I can
With
probably
25
imagine
years
that's one
experience
of
in the
Palestine's
pool table
shortest
moving and
time
service
possession
industry.
drives of the
Big
season.
Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality
Luke
and
James
care
on
he and
the
his team put in
PAT.
every move and every service
And
call.
that is good.
The highest standard of
With
service
11
in the
seconds
industry.
remaining in the first
Big Mike's
quarter.
sells and
Palestine
services
7,
some of
Chapel
the
Hill
best pool
nothing here.
tables available today.
On Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
The turnover by Chapel Hill. One play later, 95 yards. Palestine converts off the turnover, and they have a 7-0 lead here with 11 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Pooch kick. Far side, and that's caught right around the 30-yard line. Ricky Stewart with the catch. Going to be the 31. So Tyler Jones, who got banged up on the last possession, will come out. So wasn't too serious.
Yeah, if you're Chapel
He's
Hill,
got 10 seconds.
Yeah, if you're Chapel Hill right here, you need a big drive here because you don't want to get Palestine where they're going to be chipping away with the run and killing that clock. So I'm going to try to answer here.
Two wide receivers, and we'll see. They'll probably call that a false start. I think Kevion Huddleston moved. Yeah, he moved a little bit early. He moved, and then Deuce McGregor moved. So that'll be backed up 5. So that'll be 1st and 15. Ricky Stewart on the left side of Jones. He's going to roll out to his right, trying to throw downfield. It is underthrown, caught, intercepted by Palestine, and knocked out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Jordan Walker on the INT. That's going to be the end of the first. It's Tyler Jones' 5th interception on the year. After one, Palestine leads 7-0. Just got the ball back here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Start of the second quarter. Palestine with the ball. Trying to make this a 2-score game. Little misdirection. Hand off to Wilson, the pitch, and loss of about a yard. Solomon McFoy, Brack Dyer there on the tackle.
McFoy, Dyer, and Wells, along with a few others, with the stop and the loss, 2nd and 11.
You know, the quarterback Jared Walker hasn't rushed the ball today, and he was one of their main guys. He's rushed a lot this season, but he hasn't had a rushing attempt tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of tossing and sharing the load, so maybe he's waiting for that prime chance to
hand off up the middle, and this time Chapel Hill stops him about a gain of 3 on the play. Dudley there
Dudley on the run up the
on the
middle,
carry.
caught by Howland.
So this Palestine team, they're 2-4, 0-2 in district play. Their 2 wins come against Jacksonville in week 2 and Conley in week 4.
From the 37-yard line.
Last week lost 33-30 against Maybank at home in a close game. This pitch to Wilson, he bounces off his own tackle and gets right there around the 30, so it's about 4th and 1, and of course this is 4th down territory. They'll go for it here.
Yeah, they'll go for it here. You've got the big guys up front. This might be the chance that the quarterback takes off with it here, Logan. Like you talked about, he hadn't ran the ball yet. We'll see if Walker decides to toss it again or keep it himself on this one.
And quarterback sneak, and the pile's still moving.
Wow.
And he gets about 7 yards on the carry.
On a
7, 8.
straight sneak, straight forward. He just got behind the big guys and said, okay, just make me a hole.
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line for the Wildcats.
And Palestine's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 9:37 remaining. Palestine driving with the lead 7-0.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty. 214-394-9180.
Palestine with the ball at their own Chapel Hill 23. 9:37. Little misdirection. This is a handoff to Walker. He's got some space. Walker going to get into the end zone. No flags. Touchdown, Palestine.
Touchdown, Palestine.
So 2 turnovers for Chapel Hill, and they've resulted in 14 points for Palestine.
Yeah, Chapel Hill had a chance to punch it in and take the 7-0 lead, and ever since, it's been nothing but Palestine.
Correction, Jeremy Walker with that 24-yard touchdown run.
Walker's PAT is left, no good. So 13-0 is our score with 9:29 remaining in the first half. Here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
A dream start for Palestine. They have a 13-0 lead here with 9:29 remaining in the first half. Luke James going to kick off. Tyson Berry, Deuce McGregor back to receive for Chapel Hill. This one's going to go about straight to Berry. And there are a ton of Palestine players there. Gets one block. Tyson Berry has a lane. Berry across the 45, and he fumbles it. He fumbles it. We'll see if they got it, and they do. Palestine has it at the 50-yard line.
Man, great run back by Berry. He's got to take care of the ball.
That's 3 turnovers for Chapel Hill in this first half.
When you turn the ball over, it makes it really hard to win a game. Chapel Hill's learning that.
The referees are talking about it. I think that it will be Palestine ball. Yeah, it will be Palestine ball.
So Palestine will have it on the 50-yard line, 1st and 10.
Palestine's going to huddle up with the ball at the 50, already up 2 scores with 9:17 remaining. This is going to be a pass, and it is caught around the 20-yard line. Jeremy Walker with the reception. Tajon Wilson with the throw, and inside the red zone of the Bulldogs, and it is 1st and goal from the 10 for the Palestine Wildcats.
Yeah, that first reception for Palestine was a big one. You knew they was coming eventually, lulling you to sleep with the run. Found a wide open Wilson.
Wilson. Wilson on the carry, gain of a couple.
Wilson on the carry, Davis on the tackle.
Second and goal.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
.8:15, clock's running. It's a handoff, Dudley goes nowhere. Corey Seaton there on the tackle. And there is a penalty flag now thrown.
Tackled by Seaton. There's a flag after the play.
So this will be a personal foul. We'll see which team it's on. as the referee's the one who threw his flag. And he's walking over and unsportsmanlike conduct on Palestine, so that's going to move them back, and that's a big penalty there. As you're on the doorstep now, going to move back 15 yards. Lance Angel, the head coach here at Palestine. He was hired back at Palestine in 2019. He was the head coach here from 2010 to 2014, took a little brief hiatus, went to an AD-only position at Bryan ISD and said, you know what, I miss coaching. Comes back to Palestine and has them right now up 13-0. Handoff far side. Good play there on 3rd and long. Walker, Ty Crawford there, the sophomore on the carry, will bring up 4th down, and they're gonna trot out the field goal unit now. This is interesting. Already missed 1 field goal.
And an extra point.
And an extra point. But they have faith in Luke James, the senior, trots out onto the field.
This would put them up by 2 scores and two-point conversions. So
it's up. And that one's good. James there pushes the lead to 16 for Palestine here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Palestine enjoys a 16-0 lead with 7 minutes remaining in this first half. James is going to kick off to Tyson Berry. Deuce McGregor back to receive for Chapel Hill. This one's going to be short. It's going to be caught by Javen Mayfield. Has a little bit of a hole, trying to find some space.
Nice block.
Gets a little bit more of a block and is pushed out of bounds.
Oh, late hit. Yep.
Be a late hit.
And that's Jamari Jackson, the freshman of Palestine, kind of gave Mayfield an extra shove into the bench there.
Yeah, he went straight into the bench.
That couldn't have felt very good there. He seemed to pop up, though, and didn't.
He lost his shoe. Lost his shoe. That's what he ran around and went to.
So
grabbed his shoe.
The impressive thing was there wasn't any kind of more of an altercation. We don't want to see that. So we, over here on Chapel Hill's sideline, should just be a straight.
Yeah, it's just going to be
straight
late
15
hit.
yards.
Yeah, Mayfield just went straight into the bench, and luckily his arm kind of looked weird there on the bench, and I thought maybe he hurt his shoulder, but no, he popped up and just walked around and went back and got a shoe.
Oh.
So there's going to be two. If I didn't see the other penalty.
They just call the one penalty?
So
they did
not call a late hit. I guess they called the face mask on the hit. Okay, so we are moving back. Chapel Hill will start now. The ball at the 32-yard line. Ricky Stewart in the backfield. And he gets the handoff. And he gets a gain of a couple. Gain of 3 on the play. So it's really been, Chapel Hill, they've had a couple of mistakes here. 3 turnovers has led to all 16 points that Palestine has. But Palestine's done a great job just capitalizing on those mistakes and, quite frankly, causing the mistakes.
Yeah, if you're Chapel Hill, you score here before half, and considering all the turnovers.
Trying to find the home run, throws it to McFoy, and it just hits the ground a little behind McFoy.
Yeah, I mean, you score once before half, and, you've got to think you've still got a chance in this game here, even with all the turnovers. So
it's going to be 3rd and 7, a big third down here for Coach Reardon in his 3rd season here. Has improved the squad each year. Whereas went 2-8 in his first season. Last year 8-5, and made a deeper playoff run, getting to the 3rd round of the playoffs. And so far started 5-1 this season. Palestine sending everybody in. They'll be short of the line to gain. About a gain of 1, and I assume here, Riverboat Reardon going to go for it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, at this point.
4th and inches.
Yeah. Of course, you take that shotgun and you go backwards 5
See if
yards.
it's a handoff here.
I'd look to see maybe.
Oh, they're going to say it's a first down.
Oh, they gave him the first. Interesting.
And the chains weren't set. And gain of a couple there. The chains weren't set yet.
That was weird.
So now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I didn't think he got it from this angle, but
yeah, it didn't look like he did, but
referees gave it to him. And
that's a gain of 2. Coach Reardon, I think, thought it was 4th down as well. He'll pass to Tyson Berry. He's got some space. Berry on the far side. Walks out of bounds inside Palestine territory at the 46. .521. Clock will stop with Berry running out of bounds. This Palestine defense done a phenomenal job so far in this game. A little fake pass and then a delayed handoff to Kevin Brooks. Gets it to the 40. So a good run there on 1st down. He's up 2nd and short. Jones rolls out to his right, trying to find Berry on the sideline. Gets it to the 30. Out of bounds, good enough for the 1st down. Like we talked about earlier, Tyson Berry has stepped up in the last couple of games and has been the leading receiver in the last 2 games for this Chapel Hill team. Last week he had 5 of the 7 completions, including the touchdown for the Bulldogs. Handoff, Samari Willis, and he's met in the backfield.
Man, he had no chance. He had 3 or 4.
Ty Crawford making the initial contact in the backfield. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Samari Willis's first carry in about 2 games.
Yeah, I actually saw him today in the locker room and asked him if he was feeling better. He said his leg was feeling much better. So it's a good sign that he's out there getting some carries.
Tyler Jones, a deep drop. He's going to throw it to Samari Willis, and it's just a little bit outside of the reach of Willis, and he was wide open.
Jones just doesn't seem to have the accuracy going for him tonight. He's had several receivers that normally are easy touchdowns and easy catches, and he just hasn't been able to hit them.
4:17. The second quarter's kind of lagged. Third and 12 now at the Palestine 32. Rolls out left this time. Throws it to McGregor. McGregor finds a little space. He shakes a tackler with a shifty move, and he's right at the line to gain. We'll see if that's good enough for a first down.
It's going to be close. It's like
He's
like
right at the marker, so it'll be 4th in centimeters.
Yeah, not much at all.
This is big. Stewart trying to find it, and he's not going to get it.
Nope, he ran sideways instead of running straight ahead and ran over and found some Wildcat friends, and they took him down.
Quante Gage there, the senior, on the stop, made the initial contact in the backfield.
You know,
what a play by the Palestine defense.
I always wonder, I know they, have all the shotguns and stuff, but you got to wonder when it's 4th and less than a yard like that, and then you take the ball in a shotgun and go backwards that many yards. It's just very risky. So I always wonder why they don't work on plays where they would line up under center. And
I've heard coaches say that, you don't want to spend 15 minutes on practice that you'll use something once. It's valuable practice time that you can work on some other things. So there's not many 4th and centimeters.
But those are kind of plays, can be big game-changing plays.
So Palestine in no hurry here with 3 minutes and 15 seconds as the clock ticks.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't want to give Chapel the ball back at all. They want to either run this down and score, or they want to run it down without Chapel Hill getting the ball, one or the other.
Handoff, that's far side. Making a couple of moves is Jeremy Walker. Taken out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. And Chapel Hill will take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them here. 16-0 our score on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax lien, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
Third and 7 now for the Palestine offense. There's a fake. And on the far side, it's Jeremy Walker with the first down carry.
Big pickup there for Palestine as they can run some more clock down.
Ran out of bounds, so the clock will stop. So 2:44 remaining in this first half. And a game that's been all Palestine early. This is handoff to Walker. Near side this time, going to the left side of the line. And tackled at the 43. And I think Chapel Hill will take a timeout with 2:27, and it's going to be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 3 for the Palestine offense, and it's been pretty easy for them to get these short yardage situations to convert.
Yeah, I think Chapel Hill, they're looking to possibly make a stop here, maybe take another timeout, try to get the ball back with some reasonable time left. We know they are a quick strike team, so they don't need a whole lot of time. If you're Palestine, you want to pick up the first down and be able to, again, run the rest of the half off. So I'm sure they're probably content with 16-0 at half. Or maybe just slip one and break another long run and pick up some extra points that maybe they weren't expecting to pick up.
2:27 remaining in the first half.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line of Palestine.
For Palestine, this is kind of an interesting situation because you're willing to run some clock, but you also don't want to run too much. You want to be able to try to get into scoring range here. Elijah Walker.
Tackled by number 50, Devin Howland.
That's good enough for a Palestine first down.
It'll be a first down and 10.
We're going to run under 2 minutes now. Man in motion. Dropped the pass. And tries to throw it.
Big hit by Harmon there.
Back. And there is a flag on the play. Drew Harmon with the hit. And there's going to be a flag, and I know this is going to be on Demetrius Bribson. Demetrius Bribson kind of said something. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. Ty Crawford, I believe, was the intended receiver, and he got hit hard, shaken up a little bit. He seems to be okay. But on that far side, he is. Yeah, he's able to get up on his own power and walk off to the sideline. So he seems to be okay. So thankful for that. But the 15-yard penalty is going to be added to that. It's going to be 15 yards and a first down. So now the ball is inside Chapel Hill territory with 1:54 remaining. Made it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a big penalty right there.
Giving them free 15 yards. And Palestine can continue to just run their offense here with a minute 53 and 2 timeouts. Reverse handoff. Walker far side. There is a penalty flag, and this one's in the backfield, so we'll see if this is holding.
Yeah, I think you're right, Logan. I think that's going to be holding on Palestine there.
I think they called that on number 65, Jarrett Henry, the senior. Left tackle, I believe. So it's going to move them back. Going to move them back a couple. And the clock runs 1:42. It's a handoff up the middle and a big run there. Gain of about 10 on the play. Sherrod Dudley, I think, was there on the carry, and he's down. And we'll take a quick break here for injury timeout.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
1:20, the clock's rolling at the referee's whistle. And another little delayed handoff on the far side. That's Jeremy Walker. Stops, spins, still on his feet, inside to the 15-yard line. Jeremy Walker having a great night, and he gets up hobbling. Minute 5 remaining, and that one's going to be it's going to be knocked out. 55 seconds, and Palestine still has 2 timeouts. They're trying to put a stamp on this first half. Already up 2 scores, trying to get the third. Second and 8. Ball on the 13-yard line. Little pitch there to Ty Crawford. Goes down. There's Chapel Hill said the ball came out, but referees will call him down. And Palestine will take their second time out of the half, as there's 47 seconds remaining, and it's going to be third down now. And about 4 yards. 3rd and 4, ball on the 9. This has been an impressive first half for Palestine. Have capitalized on 3 Chapel Hill turnovers. Got points off all of them. The scoring started after a fumble in the red zone for Chapel Hill. They're about 6 yards out, fumbled the ball. Palestine got it, and next play, 95-yard touchdown to start the scoring. Palestine's offense trying to add some more. They still have 1 timeout left here with 47 seconds. Ball's on the far hash. And a toss, and it's going to be a touchdown. Jared Walker to Ty Stedman. Touchdown. 9-yard pass. And Palestine up 22-0. James PAT, and that's going to be good. So it's 23-0, 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Palestine, with an impressive first half, has dominated the time of possession, scored off the turnovers, and they have an impressive 23-0 lead.
Yeah, we talked about it from the beginning, the style of play, and that if Palestine got off to a good start, that favored them because their running game killing the clock. And so it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to continue to dominate the running game in the second half, run the clock down, and make it a short half.
I mean, that first possession that they had, they ran 6 minutes off the clock.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't even get any points out of that one. So, I mean, they've had – both teams have had several drives that didn't get any points. So, but Palestine has been able to – for the most part, assert their will. They've gained a couple of breaks from Chapel Hill off the turnovers, which is another big stat in this game. But if you're Palestine, couldn't have drawn it up any better for the first half for them.
So Chapel Hill was ranked number 4 in the state last week, heading into that Lindale game. They dropped out of the top 10 this week, and it hasn't looked pretty in this first half for Chapel Hill.
No, they've got a lot of hangover from last week. They've just kind of some of the same things that we saw last week, they're continuing to have trouble with.
This is a pooch kick to Ricky Stewart. Makes one man, no, I was about to say makes one man miss, but what a great tackle there by Tyler Hunt.
Yeah, just grabbed that leg and didn't let go. Waited for some help. Nice play by Hunt.
There's a penalty flag right at the 43-yard line, so we'll see what that call is. So it's going to be a penalty against Palestine. So Chapel Hill will have the ball inside their Palestine territory now. So this will be interesting with 39 seconds with one timeout for Chapel Hill.
Yeah, plenty of time for Chapel Hill's offense. Now, we haven't seen much of the offense clicking so far in this game, but it would be a great time for them to pick up some big plays.
And Palestine's going to call a timeout right before the snap got off. Palestine's final timeout of the half. You got 38 seconds, and you still have one timeout, so the middle of the field is still open. You don't have to try to force it to the sidelines or to the end zone. You can still use the entire field with that one timeout.
Yeah, especially if you're able to pick up a first down. Clock will stop for the chain movement. So plenty of time for Chapel Hill. No need to just do a Hail Mary, go deep. All the plays are in the playbook available here for Coach Reardon and company. So
the ideal scenario for Chapel Hill is score here. You get the ball to start the second half. So then you make it very interesting if you can score on that. So this is a big possession here with 39 seconds.
Yeah, you score, then you score again. So it'd be almost a one-possession game there.
It'd still be two possessions, I guess, at
well,
that point.
They'd have to go for two on one of them, yeah.
Heaves it deep, and that is just into the hands of a Palestine defender. And he's going to make a nice return. And with 23 seconds, Tyler Jones' second interception of the game.
Yeah, he's just having a tough night again.
I mean, it was triple coverage. I mean,
triple coverage, and he overthrew him probably 10 yards. I mean, it wasn't even close. So Jones is just having a tough night.
Ball ran out to the 35-yard line, and Palestine will have it first and 10.
23 seconds, and this might be the final play.
Yeah, I can't imagine them doing anything but kneeling the ball here now. I could be wrong, but pretty sure Palestine's satisfied with the halftime score here of 23-0.
And that's what they'll do. They'll be content with taking the 23-0 lead into the half. Chapel Hill's got some adjustments to do for Palestine. What a start. Great play both sides of the ball for the Palestine Wildcats. And they hold a 23-0 lead going into the break. We'll be back with the second half here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Welcome back to the second half of this 9-4A matchup between the Palestine Wildcats and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Palestine holding on to a nice 23-0 victory, or lead, here in the start to the second half. It was all Palestine in that first half. The 5 turnovers from Chapel Hill in that first half, and that's really the story of the game. Palestine scored 16 points off of the 4 turnovers, and so they answered and were able to capitalize, and it's going to be Luke James kicking off for Palestine.
It'll be interesting to see how Chapel Hill starts this half, as they need some kind of points on the board to get things going here.
And this one's going to be a hop and a great play there. Ricky Stewart falls on it, and it's a hard collision right at the 42-yard line. Both players slow to get up.
And that was a great play by Stewart. Took a really tall, long bounce there. Gave Palestine a great chance to pick it up. And if Stewart doesn't field that, Palestine probably recovers. So great hands by Stewart.
So out trots the freshman Demetrius Bribson. The starting quarterback Tyler Jones, he came out of the halftime locker room in shorts and a T-shirt. So we're not sure the reasoning. Don't know. He did get banged up in that first half in one of the plays. So Bribson's first completion goes to Tyson Berry, 50-yard over the 50-yard line into Palestine. And that's what you want to do in these situations.
It's a great start by Bribson. We've seen him a little bit this year, kind of talked about before. He hasn't had to throw the ball a lot, so that's a good way to start. Nice, easy pass. Get him in rhythm here this early in the second half here.
So this will be his first significant varsity minutes, and Bribson on the far side, and he's got the 30.
He's gone.
Bribson, he's gone! Demetrius Bribson with a spark offensively.
Welcome to the game, Bribson. What a run. That's nothing more you can say. That's just a great athletic play by Bribson. Comes in and ignites the offense, something that's been needed all night. And Chapel Hill is right back in this game.
"50-yard rush from Demetrius Bribson, the freshman. Chapel Hill gets on the board. It's 23-7, 11:45 remaining in the third quarter.
That touchdown was sponsored by C&A Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075.
Fit 50-yard touchdown run from Demetrius Bribson. Moves it a little bit closer for Chapel Hill. And they'll kick it off. Adolfo Tamayo. Benjamin Clerkley and Shedrick Dudley going to be back to receive for Palestine. And Bribson comes in. Make a great run. This kickoff is going to be into the end zone harmlessly and will be a touchback. So Palestine will take over at the 25-yard line. Their offense comes out for the first time in the second half, and it was a dominant performance for the offense. They dominated time of possession was really what it was. Their first possession, 6 minutes on that first possession.
Yeah, they were really able to take control of the half. Again, the fumbles and the interceptions did help them. So now that Chapel Hill's kind of got a little momentum here, it'll be interesting to see if the defense of Chapel Hill can get a quick stop, or if Palestine is able to assert their will and kind of control the clock here early in this first.
In the first half, Palestine had 27 rushing attempts, had 144 yards.
Well, and one of them was touchdowns. That 95-yard run. So if you take that one away, if you're Chapel Hill, that's not too bad.
Gain of 4 there from Dudley on the carry. So Chapel Hill, they had 5 turnovers, only had 95 yards of total offense, and got 50 in the first possession of the second half.
I'd say that's an improvement already. So Coach Reardon and his staff said a few things at halftime and hopefully made some adjustments. We'll see.
Misdirection, far side, Walker, gain of 2. Going to bring up 3rd down, and this is a big 3rd down for Chapel Hill and for Palestine. I mean, you got to try to bring down the momentum that Chapel Hill has. You want to kind of move the ball and take some time in this first possession.
Yeah, I agree definitely, Logan. This is definitely huge for both teams. You're looking for Palestine to kind of keep Chapel Hill's offense off the field.
Run up the middle.
No.
Gain of 2. J.K. Davis, Brack Dyer, and a host of Bulldogs there on the tackle.
You can just see the sideline of Chapel Hill. You haven't seen a whole lot of emotion tonight. It's been kind of quiet, and they're now finding some momentum here as their defense has made a stop and has forced Palestine to punt. And so far there's nobody back. Let's see.
Yeah, Solomon McFoy's going to trot back.
They're also going to send Deuce back as well.
So they took off Lee Preston and put Deuce McGregor back there as well. Here's the punt, and it's going to be a safe punt. Nobody's going to try to get anything here, and it's going to take a Chapel Hill bounce and then back to the side of the 30. So they'll mark it there at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, so we basically are 2 minutes plus into this second half, and Chapel Hill now has a chance to put more points on the board. We'll see what Bribson and company decide to dial up here on this second possession of the half.
First and 10 at the 31. Hand off to Deuce McGregor. He has a little bit of space. Cuts versus field. He's got a blocker across the 40, and he's going to get the first down. Gain of about 11.
He only ran about 25 yards to get that 11. That Deuce is shifty as all be. I like the way they're mixing the guys up, giving some guys touches, not putting all your pressure on your freshman quarterback.
Yeah, tonight it's been Deuce McGregor and Tyson Berry. Solomon McFoy and Austin Watkins haven't even been targeted tonight. There's Deuce. Little hitch. 10 yards, 12-yard pickup, and a flag. This was thrown by the back judge, and so maybe a face mask?
Yeah, it came in late. Maybe maybe he grabbed a face mask on the tackle, or I didn't see anybody come in late.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So, be interesting to see.
Tip maybe. Yeah, we'll see what the call is. Can't even make a guess here. I don't know.
Because the play was pretty much over when it came out.
It was almost over. So, Coach Reardon's trying to move fast. He wants up tempo here. He wants them to make the call and let's go. Personal foul, face mask.
Good call, Logan. So that's more momentum for Chapel Hill. It gives them an extra 15 yards on the end of that play.
So now, in striking distance here at the 31 of Palestine, Samari Willis, the running back, to the left of Bribson. Bribson's going to keep it. Has a little bit of space, stiff arm. Still has it. They're trying to take it out of his hands, and he holds on to it across to the 24-yard line.
Nice run by the freshman. here Palestine did. They act like they were just going to try to take it from him, and he just kept churning for more yards. He's probably going to need to be a little more protective of the ball, but good run of about 7.
Second and 2. Hand off to Samari Willis. Deuce McGregor with the block on the outside. He's going to get the first down at the 20.
Nice block there by Deuce. Free up Willis. It's good to see Willis back out there.
Now the clock is rolling, 8:06 remaining in the third quarter. Chapel Hill trying to add some more points to the board. Bribson with the carry. He's going to find a little bit of hole. Bribson cuts it, and Demetrius Bribson with another touchdown run.
Nice run by Bribson again.
This time a 20-yard run, so 70 yards rushing. 2 touchdowns for Bribson.
What a moment for this young fellow. Gets his first significant varsity action and taking advantage of it.
Adolfo Tamayo, PAT is good. Probably would have been good for 40 from 45. I mean, crushed it, almost hit the field house. And it is now 23-14 with 7:44 remaining here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
That touchdown was sponsored by C&A Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075.
.744. Chapel Hill's made it a 9-point game. 14 unanswered. Tamayo is going to kick off in this one.
My goodness.
Directional kick, and it's going to be into the back of the end zone. Almost hit the white in the back of the end zone.
Tamayo is launching the ball tonight on everything.
You know, I wonder if these situations they're like, "Hey, kick it deep," and he's like, "I wonder how far I can kick it. Let me just
let's just test it. Why not?
Go out here and warm up the leg just in case I need it maybe later on." So Palestine will take over at the 25-yard line, trying to run some clock here and do what they typically do. Like I said, they had a great first half, running the clock, getting it going, and keeping it rolling here. Pitch out, far side on the right side. Has some blockers. Nice move there by Ty Crawford. Gain of a couple.
It's like they're going to give him about
He's got 6 yards, so good rush there on first down. Makes it second and short.
Yeah, if you're Palestine right now, you just need to pick up a first down. Try to keep the Chapel Hill offense right now that's rolling so well on the sideline. That's your best offense right now, is to keep Chapel Hill's offense off the field.
So one thing to notice from this Chapel Hill defense, Demetrius Bribson, the quarterback, is the starting safety, but they don't want to play him both ways. So he's right now sitting on the bench, and a new safety comes in. I think they're moving some people around. It looks like Drew Harmon is as safety.
Yeah, you got Javen Mayfield out here on the corner. You're already short Isaiah Brooks in the secondary,
too. Yeah,
Mayfield
came in for Isaiah Brooks, started for the injured Isaiah Brooks.
So you got McFoy, you've got Mayfield, you've got Harmon, you've got
Samari Willis is out there as well.
Willis. So Willis is playing safety then. Yeah, definitely agree there. You don't want to have to play two ways, and if this is the way they're going forward, then get some other guys some playing time on defense.
That last run by Dudley was good enough for a first down. This one is a gain of 2 on the play. Bunch of Bulldogs there and on the tackle. Lamar Williams, Brack Dyer, and a host of Bulldogs there.
The vacuum, Brack Dyer. That guy's always around the ball. Incredible linebacker.
So the clock's now under 6 minutes, 5:54, clock ticking. Second and about 9 now. Dropped back to pass. This is the first time they've ever just dropped back to pass, going deep downfield out of the reach.
It's good coverage there by
intended
Harmon.
for Perry Cole, the sophomore, and Javen Mayfield and Drew Harmon there on the coverage. So that was the first time they've dropped back to pass.
Well, and this is kind of what we're seeing. Chapel Hill's changed the momentum now. It's putting a lot more pressure on Palestine to pick up first downs. You know, we're about 6 minutes in, a little more than 6 minutes into this half, comparison to the last half, which was 0-0. Chapel Hill is 14-0 in this half. So a totally different ball
Chapel
game
Hill
here.
making some substitutions defensively. This one, another ball canter, and it's smothered by Brack Dyer.
There he is again.
Caden Payton, his first carry of the day, no gain. Brings up 4th down. And it looks like the punt unit's going to come back on the field.
It just has a nose for the ball.
He knew exactly where to go on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, he was right there. And good open field tackle by the senior. .501, and they're going to fake.
They faked a
fake
punt.
it, and they're going to get the first down.
Man, what some shifty moves.
What a play there. Caleb Higgins. Off the fake punt, gets the first down and into Bulldog territory.
He's a pretty big guy there, and he was moving. Some shifty moves there by Higgins. That's going to be on his highlight reel. What a gutsy call. I mean, it paid off huge there, and it kept Chapel Hill's offense off the field. So
now 4:40, the clock's still ticking, and now Palestine has the ball inside Chapel Hill territory, and they're going to call a timeout. They had some confusion. I think the punter might have had one of their wristbands.
Wow, that's funny.
So Palestine's going to call their first timeout of the half, and we'll take a quick timeout with them here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Big play on the fake punt. Sets up 1st and 10 at the Chapel Hill 46. Handoff and going nowhere. Jatavian Watson there makes initial contact.
Nice play by Watson, filling the gap.
Dudley there on the carry. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
Up the middle for a gain of 1. A 2nd down and 9.
Caleb Higgins, one of their starting offensive linemen, the guy who got that first down, ran about 15 yards.
I think he had to take a break. He's probably like, man, that's not used to running that far.
Pass. Throws it far side. Javen Mayfield misses the tackle, and J.K. Davis cleans it up.
Man.
But a great gain there.
Nice.
On 2nd down, brings up 3rd and 4 now.
Nice hit by Davis. You never want to be in his line of sight when he's lined up for a hit. He knows how to lay the lumber.
Yeah, he plays fast.
This is a big play right here.
3rd and 4. Chapel Hill faithful making some noise.
And haven't had much to celebrate for tonight until recently, so we'll see if they can get their team pumped up for a big
Pitch
stop.
on the outside, has a hole, gets the first down.
Nice
Crawford
run.
there gets the first down for Palestine, and now it's 3:08. And the clock runs now after they've set the ball. But again, this Palestine team is in no hurry.
Because they're still up 2 scores here with a 9-point margin.
There was a little confusion. I thought someone might have jumped or false start, and some players kind of slowed down for a second.
It looked very strange. It was a very strange play.
Loss of 1 on the carry. That was kind of strange.
Yeah, and he almost looked like he wasn't sure if he was going to run outside or cut it in, and kind of stopped. And by that point, Chapel Hill was all over him there.
Second and 11. 2 minutes now on the clock. Still ticking. Drops the pass. Throws it across the middle. Has a man dropped.
Ooh.
Jeremy Walker incomplete.
He was there.
He had it. It was in his hands. Brings up 3rd and 11. And this is probably 4-down territory for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I can imagine, unless they were able to pick up significant yardage. Now, we did see Luke James, the kicker, earlier have a pretty good leg. Now, he's missed a couple, but as far as his distance goes, he's got a pretty decent leg. I can't imagine they'd probably run him out there, but it would be an option if they were to pick up a few extra yards and not be close here.
3rd and 11. Big play. Hand off to Walker. He's looking to throw back. He does. Caught.
Oh, wow.
Trying to stay on his feet. And we'll see where they mark it. It's not quite. Nope. They're going to say it's a first down. It is good enough for a first down.
Wow,
and
what a play call.
Another play that just goes well.
Palestine's pulling out all the stops here on this drive. We've seen a fake punt. We've seen a throwback to the quarterback.
You know, that's what these wing T offenses do. You know, you kind of lull them to sleep with the run, and everything looks the same until that one little gadget. Like,
what are we looking for next? A flea flicker?
Yeah. Handoff Dudley. Makes a couple men miss. Gained 2 yards on the play. Yeah, on that play, I mean, Jared Walker, every time he hands it off, he just kind of stands there, and that time he just kind of sneaks off onto that left side, and no defenders accounting for him.
Yeah. By the time they even noticed he was running out for a pass,
the ball's in the air.
Yeah, it's just too late. I did a decent job recovering, just wasn't enough time to prevent the first down.
Swing far side.
Ooh, nice
Chop down
tackle.
there. That's Deuce McGregor there on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down. Jeremy Walker there on the toss.
That was a big tackle. Deuce doesn't take out his legs. Palestine probably picks up the first down there.
And that's probably going to do it for the 3rd quarter. It is. So headed to the 4th quarter. Palestine leads 23-14. Here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty. 214-394-9180.
Third and 3. Palestine trying to maybe not put this one away, but make it real difficult going up 3 scores.
Yeah, this would be a big stop for the Bulldogs if they were to force Palestine to kick a field goal here.
Toss back to Walker. He's got a little bit of space. Plunges forward.
Looks
Gets
like
the first down.
Yeah, picked up the first. Palestine, as this clock continues to tick, their best defense is their offense right now. Because the less time that they leave Chapel Hill, it's going to make it harder and harder as this game gets closer towards the end.
Quarterback keeper runs up the middle, gains 7 yards on the carry.
That's the second time they've ran that play like that, and it's
Chapel Hill players are pointing at they have the ball, but I don't think they're going to see nothing from the referees.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Yeah.
He just really good at
down.
running right up behind his linemen and just kind of following them and then just falling down. Nothing fancy.
Second down now. Ball's at about the 7-yard line. Toss, far side, has one man to beat, try to get the edge. Fumbles, and they're going to say he was down. They're going to say he was down right at the 3-yard line. Guess I'll say the ball, the ground caused the fumble.
So that's going to put it first and goal here.
Yeah, first and goal. Actually, they're trying to mess. Yeah, it's going to be first down. They're trying to mess with the chains over here. Yeah, it's first down.
Down Palestine. I just run a sneak again the way it's been working tonight.
There it is. Touchdown, Palestine.
That's a heck of a sneak. He's got some big boys up there, and he just knows how to stay behind them.
So they're going to have the PAT unit. This will make it a 16-point lead. So still 2 scores.
You almost wonder if you're Palestine, run that sneak again and put it as a 3-possession game. They're going to go with a safe route here with the PAT.
PAT is up and good. With 10:37 remaining in the ball game, Palestine extends their lead. It's now 30-14 here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felts, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499.
Deuce McGregor back to receive along with Tyson Berry. Luke James going to kick off for Palestine. 10:37 remaining. Austin Watkins, his first catch of the night, comes on this kickoff return, trying to stay on his feet, throws it back to Tyson Berry. Probably not the smartest decision. Berry's still on his feet. There is a flag on the play.
My goodness.
There's 2 flags. Flags on the 40-yard line on the far side, and then one around the 34.
That play just had all kinds of interesting things happen.
I don't know what Austin Watkins was thinking there, trying to make a play. I don't know.
I don't know that I've ever seen, like maybe at the end of the game when you're trying to like lateral the ball several times, but I don't know that I've ever seen that just on a regular kickoff.
Yeah, that could have
like
been a disaster.
It's almost
referees are talking about what they're going to call, and this might, I don't know, where they throw the flags. Sometimes you can tell what the penalty is where they throw the flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Palestine. And some of them, there's a player ejected. I don't know who it was.
I'm not sure what that was about, but
I'm not sure who the player was, but there was a player ejected for a personal foul, so Chapel Hill will get the ball at the 44-yard line.
For Palestine coaching staff, you don't like that because now it's given Chapel Hill really good field position, and they're already been clicking on all cylinders this half, going 2 for 2 on touchdown drives. So
coaching staff trying to get with the referees about what the call is.
Maybe the number 6 was the one ejected.
Yeah, I think Tyler Hunt was the one, number 6, ejected for whatever reason. I did not see what had transpired, so that'll be the end of his night as the freshman Bripson going to come back out here, leading his 3rd offensive drive. Rolls out to his right, looks to pass, finds Deuce McGregor, and off the hands, off the fingertips of Deuce McGregor.
He had Barry wide open on the far side there. But he did hit Deuce in the hands a little tough. It was a tough catch, but nonetheless, he'll line him up again for 2nd down here.
10-17 remaining in this game. Still 16 points. Blitz coming. Off the hands, and Deuce McGregor able to come down with it.
Wow, it's fortunate right there. It went right to the player.
That was Jaleel Curlin there who just tipped it, and
Deuce is
Deuce
slow to get up.
Yeah, we're going to take a break for injury. So Deuce McGregor, he comes off the field and wasn't able to put any weight on his left ankle. Seems to be in pain. Hopefully he's going to be all right. And that is a pass complete to Tyson Berry. Man, Bripson was in full sprint running and throwing that one. I thought he might have passed the line of scrimmage, but he hadn't yet. I looked up and he hadn't, so that's a first down completion to Tyson Berry.
It's a great throw. You're going to have other guys step. It looks like Drew Harmon's going to step in and fill Deuce's spot out there at receiver, so we'll see if he gets in the mix.
It's a handoff to Samari Willis on the far side. Willis has a little bit of an edge, across the 30, and that's where he'll run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So clock will stop, 9:41. Chapel Hill on the move again offensively. Demetrius Bribson done a great job offensively for the Bulldogs, who couldn't do anything on offense in that first half. Kind of changed the dynamics here in the second. 2nd and 4. Back to pass, looking left, trying to find a double move. Extends the play, throws it, and it is incomplete, and there is a flag.
Yeah, I think the receiver.
Lines judge had a little bit of difficulty getting out of his pocket, but was able to
I think
throw it.
It almost looked
little
like
exchange mishap there from the referee, but able to throw the flag out.
Yeah, it almost looked like
nice clean pocket.
Where the defender tackled the receiver just a little bit early there. So that's going to give Chapel Hill the first down.
Pass interference on the Wildcats. First down for the Bulldogs.
So Palestine coming into the game only averaged 25 points a game. They've met their margin. They've scored 30 points last week against Maybank as well. And defensively, they've allowed 183 points coming into the game. Bribson over there across the 20-yard line into the red zone for Chapel Hill. Nice gain there of about 7. 9:21. Clock is ticking.
18-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Time is not on their side. Solomon McFoy with the handoff.
Got some blockers.
Has a couple of blockers out front. There's a flag. He gets into the end zone, but there is a flag, and I think this is going to be holding. There's a flag there at the 9-yard line, 8-yard line. And where that is, I think it's going to be holding or blocking the back.
So they may get some of that yardage, depending on how far down it was.
You know, it wouldn't be a Chapel Hill game if they didn't get a touchdown called back
on
a penalty. It's happened every game this season, I think. But, yeah, we'll see what they're talking about. Coach Reardon put his hands up in the touchdown celebration. They're waving the flag off. It is a touchdown for Solomon McFoy. And they're going to go for 2. They're going for 2. Field goal unit was about to come on, and Coach Reardon said, no, get back.
No, 2 points. Let's see what they have drawn up here. I wouldn't be surprised if they do some kind of run-pass option for
2 points
Brisbane.
here. And this is big. They're going to motion over. Pass is incomplete off the hands of Solomon McFoy. So that's a big 2-point conversion miss, as it is a 2-score game. 30-20 our score. 8:57 remaining here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
That touchdown was sponsored by C&A Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075. Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
So we'll see an onside kick here, and there it is. Gets the hop and picks it up off the roll is Dudley. And he might have been able to run it back.
He just kind of
But
ran.
he
ran
got
out
the
of
ball
room.
at the, what are they going to say, 35-yard line, 37.
Yeah, that was a great break for Palestine there. Could have batted it back to Chapel Hill, but they batted it up and able to pick
Right
it up
into his
themselves.
lap.
Yeah.
So Chapel Hill defense has to have a stop here with 8:57. They still have all 3 timeouts, and the referees are talking about something. We'll see where they're
talking about the spot, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about. They'll move it up just a little bit, so it's now going to be at the 35-yard line. Yeah, spot at the 35.
It's probably about right.
Yeah, I would think so. Pitch out, far side. Gain of 1.
And if you're Chapel
Crawford
Hill,
there on the carry.
If you're Chapel Hill here that hasn't forced a turnover all game, this would be a time for one to happen. They've had forced turnovers in each and every game so far this season, so look to see them try to strip here. And Palestine, on the other hand, you want to protect the ball. You got to know that Chapel Hill's going to be trying for those kind of strip plays.
Dudley on the carry and gains a couple there. Jatavian Watson made the initial contact, and Chapel Hill is going to take a timeout with 8:10 now and a big third down. It's going to be 3rd and 6, 7 on the play.
On a side note, it's a good sign here. Deuce McGregor has got his ankles taped and is up walking around and putting weight on both legs. So it's a good sign for Chapel Hill.
So 8:10 left, and it's going to be a 3rd and 7. Again, for Palestine, this is probably 4-down territory. About where you are, 4 downs. If you can get about 4 on this, you feel nice about 4th and 3. So this is a big play for both teams.
Got Lindale up 28-14 in Henderson, 6:33 left. And the other game is Kilgore 39, Maybank 19, 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game there.
Kilgore trying to move to 3-0 or 2-0. They try the quarterback sneak, and the ball's out. Jatavian Watson falls on it.
Wow.
The ball's out. That's the turnover Chapel Hill needed.
Old announcer Jinx there hadn't forced a turnover all game, and there it is. And a big time for the Bulldogs.
So it's 8:04. Chapel Hill gets the turnover they need. Has scored on all 3 possessions that they've had in the second half. And Barry's in motion. He's going to get it. Blocked there. Has a little bit of a crease. Gets to the 39-yard line. And Coach Reardon and offensive coordinator Johnny Irvin, they want to move fast. Under 8 minutes now. Deuce McGregor is back on the field after he was injured on the last possession. Samari Willis has some space on the outside, gets the first down.
You got to wonder how long Chapel Hill can run these little running plays. Right now they're okay, but each precious second ticks off the clock is important now, needing 2 scores to get back in the lead.
1st and 10. after the first down run by Samari Willis. Bripson rolls out to his right. There's Deuce McGregor, and it's just a little outside. He's a right-handed quarterback, and rolling to his left, it's kind of hard to square up and make that throw.
It's a tough throw. Good to see that route by McGregor, though. It looks like he's doing okay after that injury earlier, so it's good to see.
He might be okay right now. We'll see in the morning what he feels like when the adrenaline goes away.
16, 17-year-old kid. We're drilling right now. You've got to think he wants to be out there to try to help this comeback Chapel Hill's trying to make here.
2nd and 10. Bripson back to pass, runs. Going to have a little bit of a crease. Demetrius Bripson across the 40. Bripson to the 30,
gone.
20, 10. Touchdown, Chapel Hill.
What a run by Bripson, man.
Is fired up.
What a half by this young man. Having the half of his life right now.
Woo! Man, he's had a 50-yard run, 20-yard run. That one was about, 55?
So we're talking
60 there?
He's looking at about 150 yards on the ground probably, somewhere around in there with the other runs he's had.
And they're just going to kick the PAT here to try to get it a 3-point game. And they get it. Adolfo Tamayo up and good. It's a 3-point game with 7:03. We got a ball game here at Chapel Hill.
That touchdown was sponsored by CNA Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075.
.703 remaining. Chapel Hill has been impressive here in this second half. They're outscored Palestine 27-7 in this second half.
4 for 4 on possessions, touchdowns this half for Chapel Hill. It's just a matter of time right now. They have enough time.
Tamayo, this one's going to be
interesting location
hit right at
for it.
What a man.
It's perfect.
Into the touchback. I mean, it bounced at the 10, just rolled, and then rolled right into the end zone.
Couldn't have been really any more perfect. If it rolls out of bounds, they get the ball up to the 35. If it goes out of bounds on the kickoff. So,
man,
the only thing that could have been better for Chapel Hill is if it stopped at the 1 and forced Palestine to have to field it.
So 25-yard line. The Chapel Hill fans making some noise.
It's loud over
7:03.
Here. It's home side.
Toss far side. First down carry there by Jeremy Walker. Good run there from the senior. Palestine said, hold on. This ain't over yet. We got the ball. We got a lot of people that can run it.
The ball in the lead and an offense built to run down the clock.
Under 7 minutes. Like we said, that first possession for Palestine, they took off 6 minutes off the clock, so that's not something that is far-fetched. They'll take their time, play clock at 15 when they get into the huddle. Hand off Dudley up the middle. Has a little bit of a crease and then is pushed backwards, but it's going to be forward progress stopped at the 40. So a gain of about 2 on the play, 3. He'll bring up 2nd and 7. 6:22, the clock's still rolling.
So this is going to be interesting right here. Chapel Hill can somehow force a 3rd and long. It'll be an interesting play call for Palestine. So if you're Palestine, you want to pick up positive yards here try to at least get half of this on this play.
6:01. There's a sweep this side. As a block in, there it is, a first down carry. First down carry from Walker.
It's a big play right there for Palestine.
First and 10 for Wildcats.
So the ball is now at the Palestine 49. The clock's rolling. We have 5:49. 3-point game. Like we just said, defensively for Chapel Hill, you've had to rotate a lot of players in, a couple key injuries, and then, of course, Demetrius Bribson coming in, Dudley there, and he gains a couple, but there was a timeout before the snap. Palestine calls their second timeout of the half. They'll have one remaining, and we'll take a timeout with them here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
We resume play, and they added 5 seconds. Toss out to the right side. J.K. Davis coming around.
Wow, nice play behind.
Comes in.
Davis.
Loss of 1.
Davis just chased him down from behind. Great
Jeremy
play.
Walker. J.K. Davis and Lee Preston there on the stop. Clock runs. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
I love the effort from starting linebacker there. He made it a mission right there to chase him down and didn't let him turn the corner. This is a big second down play right here for both teams.
Crowd's making noise. Hand off Dudley. Good run there on the second down rush. Gets it to the 45. Or the 44. Sorry, the 46. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 to go. Big third down in this game.
Yeah, this
the
is
biggest third down of the game.
Yeah, this is huge right here.
Crowd's getting into it. 3rd and 5. Sweep to Walker. He gets hit, doesn't get it.
So about a yard short.
Yeah, they'll be. Let's see where they mark it, because they're marking it at the.
So at the 38,
32, 42 yard
42,
line.
Yeah.
So it's about 1. And Chapel Hill, Coach Reardon wants a timeout on a big 4th down. Biggest play of the game with 3:51. 3-point game. Chapel Hill has come out, outscored Palestine 27-7 in this second half. And it's a 3-point game. What a difference between the first half and the second half.
Yeah, we'll be interested to see what play call we have here. We've seen Palestine do a couple of fluky plays. We got the fake punt. You had the throwback to the quarterback. I mean, we all expect them to try to run it up the middle of some sort. But
you know, you've talked about that quarterback sneak. I mean, you just that's gained 5 yards every time. You just get behind the blockers.
The only time it did not have success was when we were the last drive. They stripped it and caused the fumble on that play. So looks like so
4th and 1.
Got Jalen Lofters checked in and D-tackle there to some extra size for the Bulldogs.
3:51, the biggest play of the game. Handoff, and it's right at the line to gain. Now they're going to get it, but they said that the ball, they're going to say he's down, and they got the first down.
Yeah, the first down was easily converted.
They got the first down.
Yeah.
Easily. And
yeah, they got it by about a yard.
They got the first down. So clock will roll. 3:48. Clock will roll starting now, and it's a new set of downs for the Wildcats.
Still not over yet. They've got plenty of time.
Yeah, time on Palestine's side here. Hand off to Dudley. And he's still going. The whistle hadn't blown dead yet. And it'll be second down, gaining about 4 on the play. For the Palestine, you just got to make sure you hold on to the football. You know, at this point in time, they're going to be trying to reach for it. So for Palestine and these running backs and ball carriers, you got to protect that ball. I'm sure that's what Coach Angel's telling them. Protect the ball, protect the ball. I can't imagine all the amount of drills they run doing protect. Walker far side. He
really close.
Real close to another first down. 2:40. Clock still rolling. Chapel Hill, or the Palestine, they got this ball with about 7 minutes, a little over 7 minutes remaining in the game, and now they've going to bring it down to about 2 minutes before they have to snap.
Yeah, I think this is it here, Logan. If they are able to pick up the first down, I think they can run the rest of the clock down.
Quarterback sneak.
From that way the line's looking,
yeah, it looks like it's going to be a first down. Yeah, they'll put it right there. It's going to be a first down. So 2 minutes. Chapel Hill does have one timeout.
It's going to be pretty close now. I don't know that they'll have enough time.
Quarterback sneak up the middle. That might be the smartest play here. Just
don't have to try to hand it off or anything.
Timeout, yeah. Don't risk a handoff, fumble, or anything like that. Just fall forward. A couple of Palestine linemen getting slow to get up. We'll take our last break here. 1:39 here on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. 139. A little trickery there. Gets a big gain there. Third down, and that's, I think, going to do it.
Yeah, if it doesn't do it yet, then
this next
is
next
it.
play.
Like if it's, then the question is, if they do stop, does Palestine just run it again and try to get the first, or do they try to? I mean, I wouldn't think they'd want to kick a field goal, but
no, I'm sure here they
try to run it
clock
all the way
now.
down.
They're going to run it under 1 minute.
It's going to reset to 40, so there's not going to be much time after this play.
Hand off to Dudley, gets the first down and more on the outside, and is pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
But that should do it.
Be
51 seconds in. They'll be able to just kneel this one and end it.
2 kneel downs, and that'll be it.
But it was a furious comeback from Chapel Hill, led by the freshman Demetrius Bribson, who had 4 rushing touchdowns in the second half?
Yeah, incredible game for Bribson. Just came out with a spark under this Chapel Hill team, and going to bring Chapel Hill to 1-2, a tie with Palestine. This game is very important later down the line. It could determine a tiebreaker scenario.
They hand it off up the middle, and there'll be about 4 seconds remaining, and that's going to be the ball game. So Chapel Hill will move to 1-2 in district play. So will Palestine. But like Brett said, Palestine will have that tiebreaker. It was a slow start offensively for Chapel Hill and a perfect start for Palestine. They went into the halftime locker room up 23-0. And that was pretty much all she wrote. Chapel Hill did come back, outscored them 27-7 in the second half, but that was enough.
That turnover differential and the slow start just did Chapel Hill in tonight.
A great performance from the Palestine Wildcats. They get their first district win, and they move to 3-4 overall this season. Chapel Hill lost their second straight game. They'll fall to 5-2 and 0-2 in district. Next week, Chapel Hill will travel to Kilgore to play, and Palestine will play Henderson next week at home in Palestine. Both big games. Every game now is big for this District 9 4A.
Lindale won 28-21, and Kilgore won 46-26.
So good effort there by the Henderson Lions coming back. They were down 28-0, I believe, in that game. So that's going to do it here for us on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Final score, Palestine 30, Chapel Hill 27. You've been watching Texas high school football on Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Here at Big Tex Homes, we are a real estate solution company committed to serving the needs of the people. We're here to help and solve all your real estate needs, whether that be buying, selling, foreclosure, tax liens, probate short sales, or maybe a landlord that doesn't know what to do with a property. If you need this help, call us today at 903-472-0220 or visit our website at www.bigtexhome.com.
That touchdown was sponsored by C&A Lawn Care, Hector Garcia and Company. Need mowing, trimming, landscaping, edging, haul-offs, sod sales, or sod installations? Give Hector a call, 903-714-6075. Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Aaron Murphy with Century 21 is on your team assisting with buying or selling a home. You can count on this math teacher to find the best deal and get the win. Call her for your real estate needs at 903-571-5882.
Don't wait on the sidelines watching other homeowners. Get in the game. Whether you're dreaming of buying a home or wanting to sell the one you have, the right coach will help you build a winning team. Start by giving your friendly and experienced East Texas Realtor a call today. I'm Brandy Messenbring with the Property Shop Group, eXp Realty, 214-394-9180.
Big Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of Chapel Hill basketball. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike's strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it's across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike today at 903-842-4499.